Hey guys, this is your girl Rue Virgo, also known as Mila, also known as Jamila. Um, yeah, um, I have something a lot more serious to talk about today, and this is probably going to be the hardest video I've ever had to make publicly, and I'm gonna try to get through it without becoming emotional. But I'm here to tell the truth about me and what I'm going through. And yeah, there's going to be no sugarcoating. If you are triggered by, words like depression or struggle or not so great thoughts, then you probably shouldn't watch this video. Um, because I'm going to be probably the most honest I've ever been with anybody. But I think it needs to be said because at this point, I don't know what to do. Um, and I'm tired of putting on a smile for everybody and making it seem like my life is 100. It's not. I am struggling really bad. I know the whole world is. We are under, if you are in the US or probably anywhere else in the world, we're in a recession. But I'm here to talk about what's going on with me. A lot of you ask me why I haven't been posting lately, or why I don't post as much. Rather, it's on my dance page or my other artist page where I make costumes. Y'all know me as Revirgo or as a dance instructor, choreographer, and there's a reason for that. And I'm here to just be honest with you guys about everything. I even made some notes so I don't actually go off and get too emotional and just start talking about random and rambling. I'm going to try to stay on point. But for most of you that know, and if you don't know, I was a business owner. I had my dance studio for over 13 years. I started in a rec center all the way to getting a permit or a physical building or a location. And I am now, because of COVID, I no longer have my dance studio. It closed down March of 2021. I would say up to that point, I was pretty successful. I was an award-winning studio. I had students that went off and got full scholarships, that I trained from babies pretty much, really young all the way up to now they're adults. And they're doing really good, really great things with their life. I'm the type of person that likes, regardless of what goes on in my life, as long as I can help someone, I feel like my problems are not that bad. So I put on a very strong face and I keep it pushing, basically. In the past, I've suffered, like when I say in the past, I mean like high school years. I suffered from depression, and the only thing that's made my life better or put my depression at an all-time low is working with kids and dance. Being able to mentor, being able to teach them new things, because working with dancers, working with kids make me happy. They're like the purity or the goodness in the world. And so for me, between dance and working with the youth, that's always been a lifesaver for me, for my life anyway. And right now, I feel like I can't breathe, because of everything that's happening in the world. But more so because being up until COVID was over and losing my business, I've been on assistance. First, the emergency rental assistance, you know, um, then, well, first, the workforce for business. If you had if you lost your job and you had a business, the workforce commission actually helped you with that. And then after that, it was emergency rental assistance. But even with that, I have still struggled of not knowing if I'm going to be in my apartment, if I'm going to be on the street, or, you know, not knowing. And I haven't really talked to anybody about my feelings or my emotions, or where I am in life, because I don't want to burden anybody. I don't actually like, I'm pretty private. I don't like people in my business. But I just feel very numb right now to like what's going on. For most of you that live in the US, you know our system is flawed. And what I mean by that is, if you're on welfare or getting any type of government assistance, you have to live by their rules. And what I mean by that is being on emergency assistance, it's like you get this, they pay your rent for like a whole year, and you're like, okay, that's great, that'll help me get on my feet, I can look for a job, I can do all these things. But it's not like that. Every month, every couple months was a struggle. They would have you fill out all this paperwork. You fill this paperwork out, you give things to your landlord or whatever to fill out, because they need to make sure you live in said apartment, that you are abiding by said rules, or that you basically are in need. And it takes weeks, and I mean like 6 to 8 weeks for you to even hear anything back. Mind you, your rent is getting further, or your utilities too are getting further and further behind. And by the time they get a check, your landlord or your utility people, by the time they get a check, you're pretty much back at an eviction notice, because then you gotta, it's like a very tedious and nonstop, process. And if somebody would have told me, before COVID, that my life is going to be where it is now, I would have probably laughed in their face, because I'm a very educated woman. I have 2 degrees. I plan ahead. I feel so defeated. And even saying that crushes my soul, to say that I feel defeated, because I am so much more of a fighter, and I've been through a lot where I can say I shouldn't be here right now. So many thoughts of where I could have ended my life because of past or bad experiences, and I say, I'm strong and I can make it. But right now, I am going to be kicked out of my apartment. I took paperwork to my for assistance for a new month, and I had paperwork to give to my landlord. I gave this paperwork to my landlord. It's a W-9 form or verification that basically says, hey, she lives here, she needs, she owes this for this month, blase, blase. I did my part in, planning ahead, getting things in order, not waiting till last minute, and they send me the packet through mail. I gave the paperwork to my landlord. My landlord gave the paperwork back and said, let me say it exactly, and I quote, "We are not going to fill out this paperwork until you are current." If I was current, I wouldn't need help with my rent. Now would I? If I was current, I wouldn't need assistance. I wouldn't be giving you a verification form to say, hey, this is what I owe, this is what I need. Now, granted, I look at both sides of the story. I get why they don't want to sign the paperwork. I get it, because what I went through when I had to wait months on getting, back pay of rent, only for when the check showed up to still be not current and have to reapply for another month of rent. I get why they don't want to do it, Because honestly, as a business person, if I was in their position, I would probably do the same thing, because I also have my own bills to pay. So I understand, but this is why I said the system is so flawed, because the help that is out there for you to get, is it really help? Because it doesn't put you at ease for you to get on your feet when you're constantly living, and I mean living, on the edge. It's like you're always living on the edge of the cliff, and it's like, and you're hanging by a thread, and it's like, it's always, just jump. It's like just jump, because this is never gonna fix your situation. This is never gonna make your problem better. This is only to just keep you afloat, to dangle, if you were a dog, dangle a steak in front of you to give you a piece of it for survival. Just a nibble of survival. And I've been very quiet about my situation because I know, like I said, everybody's struggling. And I know not everybody is going to be able, one, a lot of people don't understand, because some people, like some of my friends or peers or whatever, have not been hit hard. Some of my peers, if they were hit, they're in a good place, and I'm very happy for them. They were able to get a job, and pick back up, but for me, I'm really struggling. I went from having a job to right before starting being told that we had an overlapping of applications, and I know you had you start this week or this coming week, but we have too many people and we're gonna have to let you go. Or oh, we have these dance classes set up for you, we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, a week before starting, oh, we're not gonna have you on the schedule. Or actually, let me rephrase, we didn't fire you. We didn't fire you, and the fall schedule isn't out yet. So let us again, let's go back to dangling the steak over your head for you to get a piece of it. And the dishonesty of a lot of employers of making you feel like you are secure, and then finding out you're not, and that they're letting you go. Like, if you, like, I really don't know what's up with that, because as a business person, I would never do that to anybody. If I know that I can't hire you, or whatever the situation may be, I'm going to let you know, hey, this is the situation right now. I can't afford to have you back. I can't afford to pay you. You need to go off and do this. Or, I know I said this, but, to you, but, I'm letting you know in advance that this probably won't happen. Go off and find you another position or another job. I'm never going to hold something over somebody and make them feel like, oh, they're going to start. Just, I don't know what it's for. Honestly, I really don't know what it's for. And maybe that makes me a better business owner, because I'm not that kind of person. But I just couldn't imagine. But it's like a toxic relationship, I'm making this video because if I don't make this video, I'm going to have to repeat myself and explain, and people are going to have the same questions as why you did this, or why you did that, or what's going on, or what does this mean? And I don't, because of my mentality and how I feel right now and my emotions, I don't have the strength. I don't have the strength to keep telling the same story over and over and over again, and some people not understanding what I'm going through, or not really, because you have to be in my position to really understand what it is that I'm going through. And for some of you, or anybody that is watching this, if you are going through that, then I'm sorry. It sucks, and I don't know what else to say, because, except I hope that your situation gets better. I hope my situation gets better. But as of right now, I really don't know what these next 3 days are going to look like. I don't have, you know, the money to give them. I was hoping that I could get this assistance. I do interviews every day, you guys. When I tell you, every day I do anywhere from almost 4 to 5 interviews a day for the ones that actually contact me back. And it's unbelievable with these jobs of being told you could start, and then never getting a phone call back to say when, or even, oh, you're going to start, or this will be your exact start date, or this is this, or being told when your start date is for it to change later. And I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I don't know how else to say that. I'm just so tired. And right now I feel like I am hitting a lot of doors, that, and it's like the people that are supposed to help you, it just feels like those people have no compassion. It's like, oh, I have a job, so who cares? Or, oh, you can talk to so and so, or you know, I'll push you off to these people, or I'll push you off to these people. And it's so, you know, it's so damaging to a person's emotions and their mentality. And you really don't know how much that is until you're the person that's going through it. And for me, I've tried for over a year, over almost a year and a half of trying to look at a silver lining of new beginnings, and, oh, you know, these are probably new job opportunities, or take advantage of these things. And I haven't had one. Whenever I would get a job, I would get promised more hours, or I would promise better pay, or whatever the case may be, to find out literally right when I'm supposed to start my promotion, or more hours, or get paid more, to get it taken away and say, oh, we can't hire you. And again, I understand that we are in a recession, that people are being let go, jobs are not coming the way they should be coming. But I'm going to tell my side of the story, because for me, these things are happening. And I can tell you from my side of the story that it sucks. It really is damaging to your spirit. And I'm trying to be very strong about it, but I feel like I'm dying, you know? I feel like every day I'm dying. I feel like when I wake up in the morning, I'm still tired. And I don't mean like tired like I didn't get enough, like I get enough sleep, but when I wake up, I feel like I didn't go to sleep at all. You know, I some days I wake up and I'm crying. Some days, you know, and I literally tell, you know, my students or other people I work with, or parents of kids, like, you know, like my life, like I'm happy. And I try to make it seem like everything is going great in my life and everything's good. You know, hi, Miss Mila, how you doing? And I'm like, great. You know, friends, hey, Rue, how you doing? And I'm like, yeah, everything's good, you know. But really deep down, like, I'm screaming inside. I'm asking for help inside. I'm hoping for a change. I'm hoping for a job that feels like will never come. I put in applications, almost 25 to 50 applications in a day. And I know that seems like an exaggeration, but it's not. I could pull up my email right now and show you everything. Indeed, LinkedIn, ZipRecruiter, staffing, you know, jobs feel like a joke. I literally came across the job that tell me I had to have a degree, which, okay. Most job, yeah, you got to have a degree. But the hourly pay was $9 an hour. And I said to myself, $9. And do you know I was making that before I even got a degree, before I even went to school, before I went to college, before anything? That was what I was making. So you're trying to tell me I went off to school for a better, to have better pay, to have a better life, to get paid $9 an hour? You know, or the jobs that are paying well, they're getting bombarded by applications after applications after applications, and they can't hire everybody. And I understand that. And it's like every day I wake up, I live off of Vienna sausages and ramen, right? I try, again, look at the silver lining. I try to stay busy. I try to stay focused. I try to, keep doing it. I pray every day, sometimes throughout the day. And, I try to keep positive. Everything happens for a reason. I try to be strong. I know I'm sinking into a hole because I've cut off a lot of people. And it's not because I dislike those people. It's because I don't know how to ask for help. If you're watching this, bestie, she's helped me a lot, and I feel like I can't do anything about it. Like, I have no means or ways to pay her back. And I hate feeling, even though I know, like, she's not expecting a payment, but for me to get help or ask people for help, it hurts me because I'm a fixer. I'm the person that helps people. I'm the person that likes to give back. I'm the person that if someone's hurting, I help them. Because I know all too well what it feels like to not have somebody, to struggle, to be depressed, to feel alone. And I don't want people to know what's going on with me because I feel less than, My parents, they've always been like my biggest supporters. And I was hoping that, me having a business and after, getting successful, getting my name out there, all the awards I've won, all the things that I've done in my life, people, always tell me, oh, you're going to be somebody. You have so much talent. You have so much going for yourself. You could do this. And it's like, I was hoping that one day I would be able to give back to my parents, to be able to take care of them, once they retire, be able to do those kind of things. And I can't. They still help me. Even now, and I don't like asking them for money because I don't feel like they should be helping me anymore because I'm a grown-ass woman. And I have a degree, I have a great job, I have a business that I ran, and I struggled in running that business, even though I was successful, but that success came with a price. But I love teaching dance, and I love those kids. If my parents are watching this, I know it seems like I'm always in need of money, and I'm sorry. I really don't want to ask you guys for anything because you've already done so much for me. And I can't pay you back, and I want to pay you back. I want to pay you back. I hope that one day I could work hard enough to be able to pay you back so you guys could live comfortably. And I know I've never told you this, but I'm saying it now because it is something I think about. But I feel like I'm back at square one. I feel like everything I've sacrificed or worked for or let go of to get ahead, to do the right thing, I'm back at square one. And inside, I really want to give up. I do. But the other part of me tells me that I can't. Because if I do, then all the people that have helped you to get to where you are, they would be so mad. And it's sad that they did these things and you're not here anymore. But I feel that I have to say that because I need you to understand the struggle, the how hard it is for me to wake up every day and to smile and to put on this face, this that I'm okay, and I'm not. And I try to make it seem like, oh, it's not that bad. There's people in this world that have it worse, that that don't have any place to live, that don't have family, that don't have anything, that they're alone. But even thinking that way and even knowing that, it doesn't take away how I actually feel inside and what goes through my mind. And I should talk to somebody, like maybe somebody professional. I probably should get professional help, but I can't afford it. And I don't talk to anybody about it because I feel like I sound like a broken record, somebody that complains all the time about their life and what's wrong. And I don't want to complain. I want to do something, to keep pushing, to do anything. It doesn't matter if it's something small, but anything to make a difference. I just wish that I could breathe again, like honestly breathe again and not feel like I'm suffocating. Like, since this pandemic, I have suffocated through life. And to be honest, I haven't felt like this since I was in high school when that incident happened to me. And I won't get into that in this video. Maybe one day I could probably talk about that because, maybe that would help somebody in that situation that probably went through the same thing I did. But as far as the feeling goes, I haven't felt like I've been suffocating since then. And it scares me because I know where my mindset was then. And I pray every day and ask for some sort of relief of feeling. And, it comes, sometimes through friends or family or, my favorite TV show, anime, dance. It comes. But then I come home. And I feel everything drop back on me. It's a temporary relief. But when I come home, I think about everything. It's like so much weight, and I just want some relief from it. I just want some relief from it, and I don't know how better to explain myself than what I'm doing right now. And I'm tired of lying to people, especially friends that feel like, deserve to know why I've been distant, or deserve to know why I haven't talked to them. Well, this is why. This is everything that I'm going through. This is me telling the truth. This is me putting myself out there, and I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me, because feeling sorry does not change anything. I don't want anybody to pity me or any of that, because it doesn't change how I feel. I will admit, I do need help, but I don't know where to find it, and I honestly don't know how to ask, because I feel like I've already gotten so much. I feel like even right now, I have messages coming through this phone from my my anime account, my cosplay account, or a Rue Virgo account, and people telling me how they love my panel, how it makes them feel, and they're thankful, and in those moments, you're like, oh, you're struggling, but you go to cons, or you keep dancing, you keep doing. It's because it's the only time I feel happy. And it's when someone else feels happy and they feel like their life is better, or it feels better, or they can live, or they have that joy, it makes me happy, because I don't have to think about me. I don't have to think about what I'm going through, the pain that I feel. And it's really hard. And, if anybody else is going through this, or they feel like this, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not. I'm going through it. So, yeah. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do in this situation except what I'm already doing. And at this point right now, I'm gonna have to leave my apartment. I'm gonna have to leave, in general, where I live. For my students that are watching this, or my private lesson students that I've been working with, I'm sorry that I won't be able to continue working with you guys anymore. And it really does hurt me to say that. I'm sorry that it has to end here. People that have tried to help me, like other business owners, if you're watching this, that have tried to figure out something for me to come in and teach, or gave me the opportunities to make a little money on the side, I appreciate you guys. I do. And I want to say thank you for caring. But I really don't know. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of when I do explain things to people, for feeling like, oh, I'm not doing enough. Oh, have you tried this? Oh, did you do that? And it's like, I've done everything, anything that anybody has brought up, I've done it. I am very good about using my resources if it can help me. I'm not so up there that I won't try to figure a way out. Um, I don't know. I don't know what else to do, you guys. But this is probably going to be my last video for a while. Or I don't know. I don't know the next time you guys are going to see a video from me. Yeah. So yeah, this is it. I don't want to make this video any longer than what it is. I've already said what I had to say. Just for documentation. The packet that I'm supposed to turn in. And, you know, all the stuff that I've done that was given back to me. And right after they pretty much told me they're not going to sign it, the demand for possession, basically, and that I have to be out in 3 days. So, yeah. Oh, they don't do 30-day eviction notices anymore. I guess it's just 3 days. When you're, and I'm not even a month late. You know, rent's due on the 1st, but I have to be out. There's not a 30-day notice. It's just get out. So that's that. Yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you guys for all the support that you have given me. So, yeah, thank you for the support you've given me. Thank you for those of you that have made me happy and have been there for me. But this is the real Rue, or this is the real Mila, or whatever you know me as. This is the real me right now speaking. Not saying I've been faking other videos, but just what underneath all the things that y'all see. What's underneath this? What's underneath my choreography? What's underneath my success achievements? This is the real deal right now. Is, I don't know. That's it. That's it. So, bye.